Shock here, another Democrat might be investigated for mortgage fraud.
Guy who was waving his papers in the House committee saying, I've got hard proof that Donald Trump is colluded with the Russians. And he kept saying that, never produced a single piece of paper that validated that.
First question. First, Letitia James, alleged mortgage fraud. Now we have Adam Schiff allegedly committed mortgage fraud at all. Yeah. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I just saw it, and I think the thing with Adam Schiff is very serious.
So he's got some explaining to do, if you will. You know, you cannot be a resident of California, run for political office, vote in California, and then turn around in the state of Maryland and say this is your primary residence.
Was he voting too?
Oh, yeah, he was voting. I've got a copy of his certified copies of his voter registration forms going back to 2000.
So wait a second. Adam Schiff was voting in California illegally when he was a primary resident of Maryland, according to his own legal documents?
Exactly. So he's got to pick and choose. Are you a resident of California or are you a resident of Maryland? There's felonies on both sides. I don't really care which one he gets burned on.
All right.
Congressman Adam Schiff stopped here at the Steinbeck Center in Salinas to continue his pitch to California voters, but doing so amid questions about where he lives full time. Schiff's campaign has said he has been open about relocating and raising his family in Maryland as he works in D.C. We asked him about all of this. Take a listen.
I think just about every member of Congress has a residence in their state and a residence back in D.C. since we're in session much of the week. And people make a family decision where they're going to have their kids. But our principal residence, our primary residence is in California. It always has been and always will be.
You want the American people to believe that? Do you think they're stupid?
Breaking tonight, questions about the investigation into mortgage fraud claims against one of President Trump's biggest political rivals. This story has a lot of moving parts.
An Ingram Angle exclusive, a Trump administration source telling the Angle that a criminal investigation of Adam Schiff is underway.
The woman who broke the Adam Schiff mortgage fraud story, Christine Bish, joins us for the latest.
So you started looking, I understand, by training and profession, you're a realtor. You looked at real estate documents with Adam Schiff.
Yes, but I was also an investigator in a law firm for 10 years. Chasing bad guys is, it's what I've done.
Our sources are telling us that investigators are now looking into the possibility that there was a person who claimed to be working for Pulte or Martin, but was actually not properly deputized by the Justice Department.
Multiple sources familiar tell Fox News the DOJ is investigating the investigation itself into mortgage fraud allegations surrounding California Senator Adam Schiff. We're told federal investigators are honing in on some of the people behind the probe and the methods used. Fox has confirmed investigators with the U.S. Attorney's Office in Maryland in Greenbelt today met with a woman who submitted a tip earlier this year regarding Schiff. Her name is Christine Bish. She tells Fox News she received a subpoena to testify before a Maryland grand jury. She flew to Maryland from California, but did not meet with the grand jury. Instead, she met with investigators today and says she will meet with the grand jury in the future. Bish is a Republican congressional candidate in California, and she tells Fox News she came prepared to discuss her allegations against Schiff, but instead was peppered with questions about the investigation itself, including some of those behind the probe.
It makes me think that the investigators are investigating the investigators. First, I want to set the record straight, okay? When we started this whole conversation with me being here today, I showed up on a federal subpoena to talk about the Schiff case, about the records that I was able to gather, my analysis of those records, and my allegations. They didn't want to talk about the Adam Schiff case. And then towards the end of the interview, they made a point of telling me that the only one being investigated was Adam Schiff. But that's not what the questions were.
Adam Schiff is infamous for having been involved in all kinds of nefarious activity, but no one's been quite able to pin him down. And so this story popped on all of our radars because we thought,
Adam Schiff is one of the lowest forms of scum I've ever dealt with in politics. He's a horrible human being, very dishonest person. I have no idea what's going on. You tell me that he's going to be indicted. I don't know.
I'm not afraid of Adam Schiff, or he might be screaming that he has documents and he can prove whatever. I submitted a 164-page complaint to the House Ethics Committee. I'm ready to take him on and take him down.
That's right.
You know, not everybody's a political junkie.
Chris Bish, who is running for Congress, is working for the No on 50 campaign.
What we're finding, or me personally, is that people are undecided. They've got so many mixed messages. They don't know what's going on. I'm sick of politicians who don't care about you and me, who don't care about my daughter and the thousands of other families that have suffered at the hands of Democrats pushing a socialist agenda.
This is not about freedom or personal choice.
The goal here is compliance.
We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin.
Are you considering the consequences of who you elect to represent you? Because I do. I've dealt with unfair taxes, rising inflation, high crime, and the growing homelessness crisis. It's time to restore Second Amendment freedoms, dissolve sanctuary cities, and end the catch and release in our justice system. Sacramento, I'm ready to fight for you, for our families. I'm Christine Bish, and I'm running for California's 6th Congressional District to give you the representation you deserve. I'm asking you to join me on this incredible journey. Together, let's build a brighter, safer future for all our children. I need your support. Donate today at bishforcongress.com. I'm Christine Bish, and I approve this message.
Hey, I'm Rob Schneider. Now, you do the right thing and vote for Chris Bish. You can do it. You gotta